Welcome in to Drew's Daily Diamonds for Thursday, February 20th, 2025. I am Drew Martin breaking down the slate of games. Let me know in the comments below where you agree, where you disagree. All is welcome. Your picks for tonight, for this week, helps grow the show, guys. Smash that like button if you're liking the content. As we got first game up, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, nationally televised on Fox Sports 1. We're heading to the Xfinity Center in College Park, Maryland for the Big Ten battle of the USC Trojans and the Maryland Terrapins. We are seeing the Terrapins minus 11-point home favorites, 154 being the total. A story here, USC traveling cross country, kind of looking to go against them, but it is a big number. Now, Maryland, they've been playing great basketball. First off, they're 15-1 at home. They're the 20th ranked team in the country. They've won 3 straight against the spread and straight up. They've won 7 of their last 8 overall. So playing good basketball here for the Maryland side. USC, they did lose each of their last 2 road games at Northwestern, at Purdue. They're 3-3 on the road overall this season. If you made me pick a side, I would be on Maryland. However, this is kind of a big number. I could see USC staying within it. Instead, guys, 154 being the total. I think this gets into the 160s. I think this is a high-scoring matchup. First off, USC 18-7 to the over. One of the biggest over cashers in college basketball this season, talking about the Trojans. 13 of their last 16 have gone over the total. And when you look at Maryland more recently, 77 possessions or more in 2 of their last 3 games. They're going up and down the court. They scored 101 points last time out. They get anywhere near that, this game is sailing over. Again, I think we get into the 160s, guys. USC, Maryland, we're tipping off Thursday night over 154 in College Park. We'll move down the list here, 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific. Streamable on ESPN+. We are heading to the ICCU Dome in Pocatello, Idaho for the Big Sky Conference matchup of Portland State and Idaho State, the Vikings at the Bengals. We are seeing Idaho State -1 in the hook to -2 split line here Thursday morning as the home favorite, 140.5 being the total. Portland State comes in, on paper, the better team. Their record's better, 8-5 in the Big Sky Conference, where Idaho State just 1 game under. However, I got to go to this home road dichotomy. I mean, MLB season coming up, guys, just next month. And that's always a big kind of handicapping aspect on the diamond for me. But look at Portland State here, 10-1 at home, 5-8 on the road. And when you compare that to Idaho State, 8-3 at home. Keep in mind they're at home, and just 3-10 on the road. So we get home road dichotomy with both of these 2 teams. Of course, this being at Idaho State. And Idaho State's a team where their best player, their point guard, transfer from Washington State, Dylan Darling, he's averaging 30 points the last 3 games. I kind of like that setup when the point guard, he has the ball in his hands. He's your best player. And they smash the offensive boards. Number 5 in the country in terms of grabbing offensive rebounds. They're also the much better free throw shooting team by 10%, 74% from the charity stripe from Idaho State, just 64% for Portland State. So in a closely, contested game here, the market telling us low watermark -1.5. This could be this could come down to free throws at the end. In Idaho State, they're a team that gets a lot of percentage of their points from the charity stripe, over 21%. And they're at home. You got to think the calls might go their way. And lastly here, guys, already talked about road-home dichotomy. Well, how about this trip? I mean, from Portland to Pocatello, that's a 10-hour bus ride. This is Big Sky Conference. It's not like they're flying private here. I think the market's on to something with Idaho State as the favorite. We're going to grab the low water mark here on the Bengals of Idaho State, -1 and a hook for the second game. Got 1 game left. It will be the best bet for the show. A reminder, if you could comment below, it does help out the algorithm, growing the show. Smash that like button. If you're interested in premium picks, check them out. Drew Martin Experts page, WagerTalk.com. Getting in a little late. I apologize about that on the Thursday show. But one good thing about doing this Thursday morning is we can get the active recap, the updated recap, if you will. I know you guys are on me sometimes in the comments about that. I do appreciate it. Monday, we went 3-0 plus 3 units. Tuesday, 2-1 plus 0.9 units. And Wednesday, we went 2-2, had the split on the 4 games. Of course, that's minus 0.2 units. So this week, solid week, guys. plus 3.7 units, $100 better. Betting every game for $100 is up $370 with the juice included. We're not just giving out, minus 150 favorites and then counting that in as all the same here, guys. Drew's Daily Diamond going daily on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. All right, best bet for the show, 10 o'clock Eastern, streamable on ESPN+. Mott Athletic Center, San Luis Obispo, California. For two teams we've talked about a bunch on this show. We're going back to the well here, guys. UC San Diego, the Tritons, and Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. This is a Big West Conference matchup. UC San Diego minus 12.5 to minus 13-point road favorites. 159 to 161 being the total. Cal Poly comes in 10-16 on the season, 4-10 in the Big West. And what we know about Cal Poly is they're one of, if not the fastest team in the country in terms of how many possessions they're getting. It kind of depends how you want to go off of it, but the number one average offensive possession team in the country. They get the ball, they shoot it. And one thing I've noticed with them, betting them a bunch this year, their offense struggles against the better defenses in the conference. And sure enough, UC San Diego, the Tritons, they got the number one defensive turnover percentage in the conference. They can play defense. They can definitely play offense. I mean, they're 22-4 on the season. They're 12-2 in the Big West. They're 9-2 on the road as well. They've won and covered 9 straight. They've been our golden goose here. We're not jumping off of UC San Diego right now, particularly against Cal Poly, a team that struggles against better defenses. And actually, UCSD, they won the first meeting 95-68. They won it by 27 points. They also got 4 games off to make this road trip. Not a very difficult road trip from San Luis Obispo to San Diego. So you get the 4 days off from Saturday. Again, the number one field goal percentage team, the number one shooting team in the conference, number one offensive turnover percentage. They don't turn the ball over. And the number one defensive turnover percentage in the conference. They turn their opponents over. Number one overall offense in the conference as well, guys. So the Big West Conference battle, late night here. The nightcap for the show, we're laying the 12 and a hook low water mark here. UC San Diego, the Tritons over Cal Poly. In recap, we got Idaho State minus 1 and a hook and the USC Maryland over the total of 154. So that's going to do it for the Thursday show, guys. We'll be back early here on Friday. WagerTalk YouTube channel. Smash that like button, comment below, cash those tickets. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Thanks for tuning in.